Welcome to the Zwift Duathlon League Season 3, a 35-minute TT bike with a 10-minute transition to a 15-minute run. Get as far as you can in those time frames. This is race 4 of 6, taking place in London on the Greater London Flat courts for the bike and the London Classic for the run. The bike course for this round does have some elevation changes in it. A few hills, but not as bad as the last course where there was lots of undulations in it. But this one shouldn't be too bad. I've been doing some work in other Zwift activities, as in the academies, and have learned a lot as far as what I need to do as far as cadence to overcome some of my hill climbing issues. So this should be a much better ride for me than it was in the last one. With that being said, let's get on with the bike. I started from the back again on this round, knowing that I wasn't going to go out extremely hard, just strong pedal my way up into the lead to get myself up front and just try and maintain my pace. I knew once I got to those parts where there were risers or elevation changes or hills that I had to ride up to, that I was going to have to push a little bit more on those. Mostly I was just going to try and elevate my cadence to get me over them a little bit faster than I have in the past. So that was my goal in this race, was to stay even on the flatter sections and to push my cadence higher on the spots where it elevated, and just work my way through this race and try and maintain a good position. One of the things that I knew I was going to have an advantage of as to being on this course was that I was very familiar with it. I've done plenty of races on this course, so I know when the elevation changes are going to happen, where it's going to be flat, where the spots where I would be strong, and the spots where I wouldn't be as strong. So I'm going to use that to my advantage and work my way through this particular 35 minutes on this course and come up with a good finish. But I'm not going to show you this whole thing. I'm just going to skip on towards the end. Okay, I've worked my way up into 4th place, and at this point, or in since the league started, this will be my best finish in any bike TT that I've done over the 3 seasons. So 4th place is a very good position for me. I've worked my way up over 24K, which is a great ride for me, and I'm happy where I am. And with about 10 seconds to go, this bike is almost done. Okay, 4th place on the bike. I will take it. And over 24K in distance, that's a great ride for me. This is going to be a fantastic result. I am ready to move on to the run. Let's get at it. Okay, I forgot to start the record on this run, so I don't get the starting line on this one, but here it is. Not too far from the start of it, and you may notice that I've kind of taken it out very slow on this one. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have any issues. I knew I'd be able to close down on most of the people that were in front of me, and that once I got my legs warmed up and was felt very comfortable, that I'd be able to move down into a much faster pace. But for this one, just taking my time. Don't feel like I'm in kind of a rush. For some reason, the guys that were up front didn't seem like they went out as fast as they normally do. So I ran myself right up into the lead right off the bat, and I just feel comfortable on this one. So I'm just going to skip my way through to the end of this one, because there's no point in showing much of it, because once I went out in front, I just kind of ran away from most of everybody. So we'll skip towards the end. Well, as you can see, I'm still in first place. No one is anywhere near me, and I'm actually feeling really good. I'm looking at my heart rate, and my heart rate isn't even near 180. Well, it's close to 180, but it's not near 180, which is fantastic. I'm running a decent pace. I picked my pace. I really dropped my pace down, up over 4K for so far with about 20 seconds to go. Probably going to end up a little over 4.2K, which is a good run. It's not anywhere near my best. My best is like 4.6, but that was when I was running crazy fast times in season 1. But I will take it. And it looks like I'm going to finish this off strong. And just like that, round number 4 is done and dusted, with 2 of my best performances to date. A 4th place on the bike and a 1st place on the run in the same round. That's fantastic. I will take it. And looking at the final results, another age group win for me. That gives me 4 for 4 on the series, and actually moves me into 14th place in the overall standings. That's fantastic. Looking forward to moving up in those standings also. With that, I'm going to say thank you for joining me again on another exciting round of Zwift Duathlon racing. And I will close out by saying, have a good one.